Hi guys, here's my wife's X5 sitting pretty. Now I've just finished doing the airbags. I just thought I'd post this online so people can learn from my experience and hopefully not fall into the same traps. Okay, here we have one of the airbags I took out. As you can see, it's got the BMW stickers on the top. This is the top of it and this is the bottom. Here you can see the red airline, which I've basically cut with a Stanley knife as close as I could really to the point of entry. What I must say is obviously the airbag that had got a leak in it, there was no pressure in there, so I was able to pull the airbag out straight away, but the one on the opposite side was still retaining some pressure, so I had to undo the housing on the driver's side, which is 10 and 8mm bolts, and disconnect the blue line from there, or just slacken it off until I could hear air coming out, and that was enough to release the bag so it could be compressed, as you can see, and taken out. Okay, it was pretty stiff before. You couldn't even press it with your thumb. I decided to change both because obviously to keep things even, and I mean 85 quid for two of these on eBay, it seemed pretty reasonable. What else was going to say is yeah, at the bottom you can see here there's I'll just come in a bit closer. There's these little lugs here. Now these house into an aluminium plate, which basically you just need to get in with your screwdriver and press those in, and then push the whole assembly up as you're doing it. It might actually be easier if it's two of you doing this, one to push the lugs in and one to pull up, but once you've got your vehicle on the jack and the wheel off, obviously the swinging arm drops down. You know the pressure is wanting to lift up. Okay, removing it from the top housing, it's just a case of twisting it round. As you can see, these top lugs here engage into the metal above in the body of the car. There's two lugs there which are offset, and then you've got your airline on the other side. Okay, now one of the things I would warn you about is putting the airline in. Obviously when you cut it off to get the old one out, I mean I've cut it off a few millimeters away, but in actual fact you can cut it off flush with a Stanley knife directly in this brass fitting, and then when you offer your new one up, obviously got to feed the airline through this hole here, and then push it straight into the fitting. Now you need to make sure that you push that well in so that it grabs in. There's like rubber seals in there, so it's just a case of pushing it as far as it will go until you get to a point where test it and make sure it can't pull out again. Okay, I did have a bit of problem locating the top of it. Obviously once you've got to put it in like that and up and through, and then try and line it up. Now as you can see, there's on this here, there's a lug here which has got a little bump here which has got an opening in the aluminium. So if you use that to line yourself up, once you've got your airline in, it tends to make those engage into the holes, and it's just a case of twisting it then to get it to engage. And it's pretty obvious once you've got it in there, you can pull down and it sort of stays in place. And then the other check is that lug, as I was talking about, should actually line up with the aluminium swinging arm there on the base. Now what I found with mine was that there was quite a bit of aluminium corrosion, and I had a bit of difficulty getting this to seat in. Even jacking the arm up with a smaller jack so it was necessary to just give it a bit of a rub down, get all the corrosion off the aluminium, and also in the hole as well, so that it slid through a little bit easier. But I say, once I'd done that, it seemed to lock okay into position. And yeah, that's about it, to be honest. The only other tip I would say is there's obviously another clip holding the airline to the body. It might make life easier if you just disconnect that from the clip while you're getting the bellows in position, and then it just gives you a bit more manoeuvrability, and then you can put it back into the clip once it's housed into the top housing. Okay, well that was it. And basically what you must do before you even start is disconnect the battery, because these vehicles, lovely they are, they carry on working even though the ignition's off. So the danger is that if you try and start without disconnecting the battery, what will happen is the compressor will kick in, because it gets a signal that air is required, and away it goes. So I say it's fairly straightforward to disconnect battery. If you there's other videos online with that. I think there's half a dozen self-tappers to take out the back, and lo and behold, there your battery there, and just disconnect the positive terminal. Okay, well I hope that's been of assistance. It's taken me around about 3 hours to do this, which is probably far too long. Having done it now, I'll probably take me a lot less, I guess, but I expect these are going to be, if we went to BMW to do this, oh God knows what they'd charge you for it, but I imagine it'd be pretty expensive. Okay guys, hope it's been a help. Bye for now.